Today's nursery rhyme is The Owl and the Pussycat. The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea-green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped in a 5 rand note. The owl looked up at the stars above and sang to a small guitar. "Oh, lovely pussy, oh, pussy, my love, what a beautiful pussy you are, you are. What a beautiful pussy you are."
We're so lucky in our house, we have a pair of owls that are nesting outside. So that's Daddy Owl. There's Mommy Owl, she's sitting up on the aerial and she has her babies in the white flower pot underneath the windows. So at the moment she's sitting there, and soon within the next month she'll lay her eggs.
Last year the mommy owl laid 3 eggs, so we had 3 very cute grey fluffy owls. We're lucky when the babies fly out of that flower pot, they come to our garden until they're big enough to fly off with mommy. Look at how well they're camouflaged when they're in the fir tree. You can hardly see them from the road. Can you see the 3 owls? Now back to the poem about the owl and the pussycat. I think that this is a crazy rhyme. Would an owl and a cat go together on a boat? I don't think so. Cats like to catch birds and eat birds. I don't think that they would take some honey on the boat, because both owls and cats love to eat mice. Cats and owls are carnivores. That means they eat meat. What boat would you take to sea? This picture has got them in a rowing boat. This one is a sailing boat. I wouldn't like to row in the sea with a boat like this. You must get so tired. I think I'd rather go in a boat like this. It's got a motor, so you don't have to use your energy. This is a sailing boat, like the one picture it had of the owl and the pussycat. Nowadays, people like to go on a huge big cruise boat on the oceans. Many people go on these boats, and they have swimming pools and rock climbing walls, movies. Anything you can think of goes on in these boats. How about going in the ocean on a submarine? I don't think I'd like that very much. If a submarine wants to go up, it puts air inside its tanks. If it wants to sink further down, it puts water inside the tanks. We're going to do a paper boat now that will actually float on water. Take your white piece of paper and I want you to fold it in half. When you've done it, fold it in half again. Then open it up. Each corner you are going to fold to the first bend. Do it with all the corners. Then fold it to the middle and fold that one to the middle. Now, do not fold it together this way. Fold it almost backwards, so it looks like this in the middle. Then what you're going to do is you're going to fold this corner, this triangle, over. Then turn your paper over and fold the triangle again. And then you can put it back up. Do the same to this side. Fold that triangle back. Put it back. And fold this triangle back the other way and up again. Now you're going to open your boat up, and this time, let me do it like that, it's easier. Put your finger under this triangle that's here, and it actually folds in. So again, put your finger under and push it so you can see you're making a boat. I'm going to do the same to this side. Push your finger under and it folds into a boat like this. Now, when you look at the inside now, you're still sitting with this triangle that looks a bit odd as a boat, and it won't stand up. So what they say is pick up one of the little folds and tuck that triangle inside. So now it's got a much neater edge. Do the same with this one. Pull out this piece and you're going to fold it, kind of stick it inside. So now you're sitting with quite a pretty looking boat, but it's not going to be able to sit on the water. It will keep flopping over and filling up with water. So what they suggest to do is, if you've got your boat in front of you, just bend a little bit off the bottom up. And if you want to, just turn it the other way too. Then what they say is, open up your boat and then you just kind of flatten it out inside. And then your boat actually sits up and looks more like a canoe. And then it will be all ready to use.
Morning, little Jays. I want to see whether our boats float. My first one was a bit of a disaster. Decided just to go on its side. But our next canoe floats. Hopefully we could put in a little Lego dude. Here our boat floats. The Lego men are like the owl and the pussycat going out to sea. It's just not a pea green boat, it's a white one. Well, enjoy. I hope your boats worked well and I hope that they float. Let's see whether a monkey can. There we are. George the monkey can float as well.